streaming about to begin. Music reaching its crescendo. Here we are inside the hangar with your future Python Mark II and your current host, Mr. Mars Europe. Here I am. Welcome everyone. But we also have a guest, a very special guest indeed. And I believe it's the main reason why any of you are here. As I see in chat, it says Blog Twat, I'm only here for Mechan. Okay, fine. We'll reveal him right now. Here he goes. And yes, you are live on the internet, Mr. Mechan. Commander Mechan, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi Mars, hi everybody. Thank you for having me.
All right, and also joined by our very esteemed co-host, Barefoot Games, who doesn't have a video because he's not allowed one.
No.
No.
Please said no.
No, I said no. I mean, look at this. How much real estate do we have on this screen already? It got my character here. It got my goofy face here, and then we got Mechan down here. You know what? I'm gonna do us all a favor. I'm gonna get rid of myself here. All right.
That guy's gonna be happy.
We all know what I look like, but here we go. Let's put Commander Mechan up here, where he belongs. Right there. There we go. Right there. There we go. Doing the heavy lifting for this stream. Okay. Well, welcome, Commander Mechan. As you can see, we got the Python here right behind me. The thing is, of all people, you should have access to this beautiful ship and being able to tell us more about it in terms of Thargoid play. I'm sure you've had your share of people asking you your opinion on this, and how many times have you probably been told them, I don't have access to the thing? I think you just came out with a video saying just that.
That's right. I'm not part of the content creator program, and as a result, I don't have preview access to the Python Mark II at this point in time. I have had a chance to have a steady stream of information trickle my way, though, so I've had a chance to collect it, gather it, and form at least some few initial opinions about it. That being said, obviously, since I like to actually test and try things for myself before I put out some actual recommendations for build and the like, that's going to wait until at least, I want to say, May 10th or May 11th, after the ship comes out for all on May 7th, and after I have a few days to try it out.
That's right. And I saw the video you put out just a few days ago about possible builds for the Python Mark II. And the one thing that was missing, I saw, and was one of the reasons why I reached out to you, was like, hey, you're missing the maneuverability thing, because you were looking at all like the hard points, you were looking at its distributor, its power plant, all this stuff that you can kind of quantify and look at that right then and there. But then I asked you, hey, what do you I have access to the beta server. What are some numbers that you need, and what was the stuff that you needed to know? It was a dry mass, right?
Indeed. I wanted to know the dry mass, as in what was the mass of a ship as it comes out to the assembly line with its E-rated core modules, and after you remove all the optionals and all the hard points, because that gives you an idea like what's the sort of baseline mass of a ship as a whole. That will matter, as we'll talk about in a minute, because the way a ship handles and the way essentially thrusters and thrust in general works in this game is there's a multiplier. There's a multiplier that you'll see it in the game as like minimum multiplier, optimal multiplier, and maximum multiplier, which goes hand in hand with maximum hull mass, optimal hull mass, and minimum hull mass. You can see them here on the screen, for instance.
Yeah, I'm getting everything into that E-rated, like off-the-shelf thing, so that way we can show people what it is, and then from there we'll be going forward. But come on.
Exactly. So the handling of a ship, everything from its velocity to its acceleration to its pitch, yaw, and roll, is affected by this multiplier. So essentially, the closer a ship can be to its minimum thruster mass, the more agile the ship it's going to be. Going below the minimum hull mass confers no additional benefits because you've already hit the maximum possible multiplier, and consequently, as far as I prefer to build my combat ships for AX combat, is I try and see how close or how much I can get close to minimal hull mass And then if I have some wiggle room, I'll put on some heavier things like hull reinforcement packages and the like. But if I don't, then I will try and sort of stick to that minimum hull mass. Now, there are situations, though, where some additional mass is fine because the ship is already quite agile, and honestly, you may need some additional tank, and consequently, it's okay to go above minimum hull mass. But you know that you're trading additional tank for speed and maneuverability, so it's always one of those trade-offs that you want to be mindful of as you think about ship builds.
Yeah, so it's like, if you go a little bit over, it's not so bad, but it's something definitely to keep in the back of your mind while you're making your ship. Like it's, it's like kind of like cents over the dollar.
Yes, and it also depends like a little over which range, because like if you're, let's say, the difference between in AX combat, the difference between 440 and 460 is extremely significant. Because that's the difference between being able to escape most interceptors and not being able to escape most interceptors. So that difference is very significant. Yeah, that difference is very significant. The difference between 550 and 570 is basically negligible, because at that point you can outrun pretty much everything.
Oh, I see.
And yes, more speed is better, but that 20 meters per second is not going to make or break a build. And if your ability to trade that 20 meters per second of velocity for simply tripling your tank, then that could be a trade-off that would be worth it.
Okay, so we're sitting here at 636.8. These are the numbers I gave you, right?
I think so. Like I'm just looking at like the optimal thruster mass of 6A. 5A in the case of a ship, thrusters with dirty tuning and drag drives, and the minimum mass of those drives is 367 tons. So sitting at like 636 is quite a bit above.
Wait, aren't these size 6 thrusters?
Oh, sorry, my bad. You're right. It does have. I don't know why I was convinced it had.
I was highlighting the 5s here, and then
that was going to be like a humongous. That didn't make any sense whatsoever. So let's look at the crate that does have thrusters of grade 6. It kind of makes sense again. That would be like crippled as far as the overarching minimum mass. So the minimum mass of dirty tuning grade 5 drag drives plus 6A thrusters is 630 tons. So we're just barely above that, which is actually fine. It's like because the E-rated modules are comparably heavy, and the amount of optional internals that the ship has are generally few. However, if you want to do some tests for maneuverability and the like, you should drop some of the heavier stuff so that we get below minimum thruster mass. So if you have dirty drives, drag drives, that would be the first thing you slot in there.
Yeah, we're gonna throw those in. I got let's see, I got the dirty drive tunneling.
That's exactly the one you want. These are the highest performance drives.
Look at that, Barefoot. I'm actually prepared for a stream.
I'm mildly surprised.
Mildly surprised. Should I go ahead and do D-rated the other things? Cause
put anything. You can downgrade the power plant or otherwise like make it lighter somehow. Like anything really that kind of like gets you lighter. Even that should be. You can put whatever. You put 2D plant. Well, 2D was actually probably shut you off entirely. You might put a 5D or 4D.
That's never been a problem of mine.
Yeah, that will probably shut off a ship completely.
Miles has never built a ship that can stay on with everything turned on.
I prefer it that way.
That's not a bad thing, actually.
See?
That's not a bad thing. I also, especially if I have smaller ships with very tight internals, it's very common for me to build ships that not only cannot stay with everything turned on, but for instance, when I did Sidewinder versus Hydra, if you look at that fight, I actually have to retract my hard points to turn on my repair limpet, because that ship is so power constrained that it cannot power pretty much anything with hard points deployed. If you store your hard points, your repair limpet controller comes online, and then you can repair while doing that.
Yeah, for me, it's more I like to feel like I'm about to die at any moment, and I it's like the Millennium Falcon. I always thought like, oh, wouldn't it be great to have a car that was always breaking down, and you had to like turn off its lights in order to like turn on the engine or something like that. And I feel like when it comes to spaceships, I mean, of course, I can A-rate everything, make everything all hunky dory, but this is a video game, so I can like do things I wouldn't normally do in real life. And just like in real life, I've already forgotten what I'm doing. So I'm putting down. We want to see the thrusters here. So do I want to? I don't need to.
You-
Just like
You've
you
done
said.
you've done everything you needed to do. Now
Yeah.
you're well below the
Yeah.
minimum thruster mass, which means that you've hit the maximum optimal multiplier.
Right.
At this configuration, you will have hit the peak performance of a ship in 2 dimensions. You hit the peak performance of a ship in terms of velocity, both military thrust and boost. So if you can check the speed, it'll tell you how fast this ship can go
Yeah.
at its very highest, right? So that 432, 582, right, is, I think it's very comparable to the FTL.
Yeah, that's what
even
I
though
was. I was
FTL
thinking that
is
this was. I was saying to you, oh, I think the Python Mark II is even better than FDL, and you were like, well, what configuration? I was like, I don't know, just what I had lying around. And you was like, no, you have to do a controlled experiment, and that's what we're.
Yeah.
That's what I brought you here to help
So
me
I'm
do.
playing as we
Yeah.
speak, also with the configuration of the FTL 337. Yeah, okay, I think I got it where we need to be in terms of
Now, can I
thruster
put
mass.
a better power distributor here?
Yeah, you
Because
can. Just again, just
I just
don't
need to
go
stay
above.
below 630.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'm putting my.
So the FDL, which now are configured to be well below its minimum thruster mass, at its minimum thruster mass, the FDL does 439 in military thrust and 591 in boost,
Yeah.
which I think is pretty comparable to what you just had, right?
Right, it's
So
slightly.
this one is just it's like 10 meters per second,
Yeah.
9 meters per second slower on boost,
Right.
which
But
is
what about
pretty
this?
much
The
the same
pitch,
ballpark.
roll, and yaw. I think it does. I think the Python's
The
slightly
FDL
better.
has, the FDL has 64 in
Oh.
pitch. So the FDL pitches 2 degrees per second better at its highest performance. But its roll and yaw are worse. So its roll is 152 instead of 153.4 and 20.27 instead of 21. So you'll find that this ship is slightly better at rolling and yawing and slightly worse at pitching. But these are very small differences. I kind of think most people will be hard-pressed to even be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a really, really tight-knit dogfight, this ship will be a little worse off because for a really tight dogfight, the dimension that matters the most is pitch.
Yeah, I suppose
Because
at
like
that
that's
point
going to be
it's.
the one that you'll be using.
Yeah,
in,
at that
in
point
the most,
it's
sort of,
the
like,
pilot, not the plane, sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it is a pilot, but let's say if you have two of, let's say, world-class PvP pilots that are duking it out in a kind of like really dogfight, the 2 degrees per second, I mean, other things being equal, and we'll get into the other things, the 2 degrees per second of pitch of the FDL would mean the FDL is better at closing tight, at having essentially a tighter turn radius. So the FDL would be on target before the Python would be on target, and that's a small advantage. But it's really minor. It's not something that you could say, hey, look, it's, quote, better. No, they're roughly
Right.
the same.
Now,
Right.
would that mean the same thing for acceleration, or does that differ between ships?
So acceleration does differ between ships. In particular, the boost differs between ships, and the FTL is famous for having a really substantial boost multiplier compared to most other ships. In fact, it is probably one of the most unique characteristics of its flight model in having such a high boost multiplier. The testing acceleration of a ship is actually quite complex. We've done it for most of the most common combat and hooning ships, so we have some data about those. But I think it's beyond probably the purpose of this stream to actually test the specific acceleration of this ship.
Can we
It
do a
will be
little bit
an
of
important
testing? Just
factor,
because I'm
however.
curious myself, I just want to see if there is a felt difference at least. Because when I'll just say this from just a casual experience of flying the Python Mark II, is that when I take off from a station and I boost out towards the mail slot, it's like it feels like I'm in a Viper. It's like
It feels a lot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, you basically need to see or time with a stopwatch how fast you do 0 to 200 meters per second to give you a sense, and then compare it to the FDL. And unfortunately, I actually don't have that data on hand because it's in a bunch of videos that somebody else took as part of testing they
Yeah.
did. So it is something that we kind of need to test. Just looking at its velocity and its thrusters and mass and the
Yeah.
like, though, I mean, it sounds like the overall handling of the ship is very much in FDL class, which is to say, very good.
Yeah.
Because the crate and the Mamba handle a lot worse as far as pitch and yaw are concerned.
I was
The
curious.
Mamba is
Yeah.
right. Yeah, go ahead.
I was curious about I was about the so is the chieftain that does you do the cold orbiting or
So the Chieftain is a great coal orbiter.
Yeah.
The thing about the Chieftain is that the Chieftain can yaw, unlike the Crate, and unlike some of these other ships, the Chieftain can yaw, and that together with its pretty good acceleration makes it a very good orbiter. In fact, it is one of the not that many medium ships that can orbit without using boost and without actually having to rely on what we call a boosted orbit. Like you can orbit a Crate, but you
Yeah.
have to use boost. You have to boost orbit a Crate, and it's kind of pretty difficult. It's not something that we recommend to beginners. It's a very advanced skill. In fact, boost orbiting is not for the faint of heart. It takes a long time to master, and generally you want to learn boost orbiting after you have a really good grip on non-boosted orbiting, which is why the Chieftain is just easier to fly. It's just much more beginner friendly.
Okay, I'm about to boost out this window here in external mode, and I know that this is no no quantifiable measure, but maybe an empirical one, yeah.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
I just really want you to hit the wall.
There we go. I skimmed the wall.
Yeah, pretty good.
I skimmed it. One of my favorite things about this ship is its sideways. It's side thrusters. Like so I'm an Orca pilot myself, and I find the thing about an Orca is it moves better when you're using its horizontal and vertical thrusters than when you're trying to yaw and pitch and doing all that kind of stuff. I've exploded. I haven't made
Wow,
it die.
that was a.
This is no Orca. That's what I'm trying to say.
Look, here's the thing about this ship, which is compounded by the fact that you had no internals in this case. So I don't think this is necessarily a good representative of what I'm about to say. But still, the thing about this ship compared to some of the more regular AX ships that people used to fly, which, for instance, the Chieftain or the Crate, this ship is squishy.
Yeah.
So this ship is going to hit hard, and we'll get into that when we talk about its hardpoints configuration. Although it is limited by its distributor, which is actually the same distributor of a Chieftain and of the FDL, which is smaller and significantly less powerful than a Crate distributor, which for certain class of weapons actually is a really big step back. Like Gauss cannons and plasma chargers in particular are distributor limited. They're not hardpoint limited. So it doesn't matter. You could have 77 for the sake of argument, like large hardpoints. Forget the fact that you're limited to 6 experimentals, but even with a stabilizer, but whatever. For those weapons, what really matters is big distro, which is why those weapons work so well on the Conda and reasonably well on the Crate. Those weapons will struggle on the Python My2 by comparison. Now, where this ship will really shine is when it comes to weapons that are not distributor hungry, but benefit from having large hardpoint configuration in a significant manner. And those weapons include the old shards, especially now that you can engineer them for AGF, anti-guardian field resistance, and Cirrus AX missile racks, which are still today the most effective weapons against the Titan thermal core. And C, the so-called Azimuth pre-engineered large gimbaled enhanced anti-xeno multi-cannons.
Yeah,
And also to a degree their non-engineered version, which is available for credits, which is just a slightly less damaging but running a lot cooler version of these weapons.
So a gauze wouldn't work as well.
No, I mean it would work just as well as it would work on a Chieftain, but the Chieftain is a lot more maneuverable, and a lot tankier. So it's hard to justify using a Gauss Python Mark II when you have such a better platform. Like the most you can support with the Class 6 distributor that you have is 3 of these, 3 medium Gauss cannons. Anything before that and you're overdrawn, which means that if you sustain any kind of reasonable fire rate, you will deplete your distributor, heat spike, and if you're facing anything harder than a Basilisk, get shredded. So the argument that a lot of people make saying, well, but most people actually don't fire that fast. They haven't got mastered the kind of maintaining a staggered high fire ratio. So for them, having, for example, 4 medium gulls on a crate is fine because they are not going to overheat because they are not going to overdraw. And that's fine, but honestly, it's a bit of like a suboptimal build that you can use as a beginner, but you shouldn't recommend as something that would be kind of a go-to.
Yeah, so it's like just because you can doesn't mean you should.
That's exactly right. Or rather, you can, and maybe you should, as you're starting out, as you're learning the ropes, as it's a little bit like a crutch, and that's okay. But, once you kind of learn how to walk, you should toss the crutches and start running in the way you're kind of meant to.
Or do like me, just put yourself into a wing of people who know what they're doing and just, run it at the last moment and like take the credit. That's another thing we were talking about. What is the role for the Python? Because it is so squishy. Like especially if you go into the Titan Maelstrom, you're not gonna have the benefit of repair limpets on top of what's it called?
AFMU.
Yeah,
But
AFMU and all that stuff. And I was thinking,
yeah.
it's a great ship to have in a wing. So have somebody else have the repair limpets. Have somebody else do the decontamination stuff. Well, maybe not that. Your caustic sinks should be able to do that. But soloing Thargoids, I don't think the ship was even meant for doing that. But the fact of the matter, it's coming out, pretty soon, and people are going to want to use this for that. And I feel like this ship is great for its damage output, for its speed, but it shouldn't go into things by itself.
Yeah. So
you don't know
the biggest design choice regarding this ship, which is the hardest because it's heart-wrenching in a way as far as you think about how to build it, is shield tank or hull tank. Everything about this ship screams shield tank.
Yeah, all those utilities.
The 6 utilities, the limited internals, the comparatively strong shields, the comparatively low mass, everything on this build screams shield tank.
Yeah.
Which for PvP is the general way to go. Like most of the meta of the lands type of builds are shielded.
It was probably meant to be done, yeah.
Right. So as a successor to the meta of the lands, and again, I don't want to make a fool of myself by talking about PvP builds, which I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to make a fool of myself and talk about
company,
those. But
not being an expert.
Generally speaking, shielded builds for PvP are a thing. For anti-Xeno combat, however, shields don't help you. In fact, they hinder you. They work against you on 3 dimensions. They work against you because they make your hitbox larger. And by the way, most of the things shooting at you on AX combat have shield-piercing attacks. They do phasing damage. So having a shield is not a replacement for skimping on high reinforcement packages because a good amount of damage actually goes through your shield. And so you can't just shield tank. You need some kind of hull integrity as well to go with that. So that's the first issue. And furthermore, again, they really do increase your hitbox in a meaningful way, as in swarms that normally would basically miss and do practically 0 damage to a shielded ship will actually do a lot of damage to a shielded one. So you take more damage with a shield than you do without, as a general rule.
Something that's interesting, we're not sure if it's something that's we've noticed or something that just happens to be. Anyways, I'll just say it. We found that the shield hugs this ship way closer than any other ship we've seen before.
Definitely seems to.
So like we were on the surface, and like if you're on foot and you have the local authorities shooting at you, you just run underneath your ship, and then the shields will block it. This one, no. The shields do not block you. You can actually shoot up at the shield. It's at the ship itself, and it's like Star Wars shields, where it's like, where are they? They're right above the surface of the hull itself. So the profile for the shields, at least on the bottom of the ship, are really hugging it. But I think we need to do more experiments on that, because I don't know if that's like maybe the regular Python's that way. I haven't used a regular Python that way, but it's funny that you say that. Like, yeah, the liability is that the shields will hit you, will get hit because your hitbox is larger. But for myself, when I do axe stuff, I have shields just there just to take kind of the tank the little bit of I have a byweave, and just little incidental damage, and that's why I have shields on my clipper or um, my crate. But it's not meant to be like a whole tank or a shield tank. It's just kind of like, okay, these are my hit points, and I'm gonna repair myself using limpets. But just to kind of conserve on the limpet use, I have a shield.
And
So for more casual combat,
Yeah.
I think that's totally fine. I use a buy with myself on my Spire's Anaconda for exactly the reasons you described. However, the hardest, most dangerous thing that's going to shoot you at a Spire is a scout. If you start getting into multi-goid or Hydra, small ship type of arrangements, or doing even just a solo Medusa fight, then the music changes, right? Then you will feel that larger hitbox, and you will find that the shield works against you. But again, for more casual sort of combat, then I think any of the build rules or recommendations that we're talking about here are significantly relaxed, right? Because if you want to go and shoot a Klops, I mean, you can do it in whatever. You can do it in a hauler. You can do it in a shielded hauler. I mean, you can make anything work, right? But again, there's what you decide to do for your comfort and because that's what you like and enjoy, which is totally fine. And then there's what works better for the particular activity that you set yourself to do that you should know about. And then you can choose to ignore it, and that's fine. But it's important that you know why you chose to do something different and make a conscious decision rather than sort of like just doing it on an uninformed basis. At least that's my personal point of view.
Yeah, it's like jazz.
Yeah, I guess that's a good analogy.
Now, what I want to try, now that you mentioned being a, did I hear you right? You said the biggest damage you're going to be running up against is Spires are the what them called the scouts.
well, you get Cyclops.
Yeah, we have Klops. I mean,
But there's
I don't know
only
if
one of
you
there's only
Klops.
one Cyclops, and you can.
Klops have a very short lifespan in Spire sites. Very
I
short.
want to take you. Have you seen this thing at the Spire's site yet?
The Python, you mean?
Yeah.
I haven't, and there is one particular configuration that I think is very meaningful at Spire sites, which is trying this with 4 large shard cannons with the AGF modification and 2 medium fixed beams with thermal vent.
Okay.
That's what I would like to try for not only Spire sites. That works. That's a build that I think has 2 good uses. It's a good intermediate build for Spires.
Yeah.
And it is a pretty effective fighter for Titan space. And we can get into why that is the case.
Okay, so you would do shards. Oh, because we're going up against the Orthrus.
Yes. We're going up against the Orthrus, and what's notable about the Orthrus? What's notable about the Orthrus is they have pretty strong shields. They fire an anti-guardian field, which wrecks unprotected guardian weapons. And they don't shoot back. Like, they have a caustic trail, they fire EMPs, but like those are easily avoided, both of them, and consequently they're not something I think you kind of really need to worry about in a meaningful way. And their bonds are 40 million per pop, which is the best money in the game, and it's kind of crazy how high that is, but most people who are probably following know about that already and know about how much money can be made at Thargoids Spires, so I don't think we need to get into that. The large shards, not only are the large shards something you can engineer for anti-guardian field resistance, which the ever-popular mod shards cannot be because they're pre-engineered, so you cannot engineer those for AGF resistance. But the good thing about the large shards is they absolutely wreck shields. They're exceptionally effective at taking down Orthrus shields. Well, any shields, but Orthrus ones as well. While also doing a very, very reasonable amount of damage to the hull of Orthruses as well. The thing about shards is, the old shards is, they have a pretty big dispersion. So they're really not that effective at more than, let's say, 800 meters or so.
Yeah.
But the good thing about orifices is they're so slow and they don't fire back. So getting close to them really is not an issue. So you can basically put 4 of those shards on this ship and then show up to a Spire site. And then even an intermediate commander that doesn't know how AGF fields work and isn't all that practiced with regards to wing-based combat can actually do a very significant amount of damage to orifices.
I resemble those comments. There we go. All right, you know, I got some of those shard things you're talking about. Although now the problem is I want to try exactly what you're saying with the anti-guardian field mod, but for whatever reason in this beta, I think I was at Ramta and he wasn't giving out that modification. But I do have some of them.
Do you have enough arcs, Commander?
Do I have enough arcs? No, I don't think so.
Next up,
Yeah.
engineering for arcs.
Oh no. Let's see. You know, it's funny. They
You know when the developer said we're gonna make some changes to engineering.
Yeah.
Oh
my god.
You wait.
Oh no. It's like that. There's like that Anakin and Padme meme. It's like
we appreciate the grind as well.
right?
Not something people enjoy. Here's a solution.
let's see. Do I have?
You want the anti-AGF? 1,000 arcs. Bam.
Don't give them ideas.
Oh, I don't think I need to give them ideas. I think they've gotten their own ideas based on what's happening last week.
Okay, I'm trying to get all these 3s in here. I'm not sure if I have. Okay, I have.
That's the one.
I have 3 3s. Let's see if I have 4 3s. It feels like I'm playing Yahtzee here. All right, come on, 4 3s. Oh no, I don't have. Let's see.
Effigy says, "Oh my god, my 2 favorite elite creators doing content together. Thank you both."
Well, thanks.
I don't know why they didn't mention you, Mark.
I know, right? I mean, I'm here the whole time. You're not even saying anything. All right, let's see here. Let me try. We'll go to Ramta and see if if his shop is open.
No, it's fine. Look, just put an AFMU. Like if you get AGF, just repair the shard. Like you're gonna be okay.
Really? It works just like that?
Well, at least the way I do it with a Conda.
Yeah.
So again, keep in mind what we do with the Xeno Strike Force is not exactly a run-of-the-mill Spire instance, but what we do is we show up with only Anacondas with 6 modified plasma charges each at Spires.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we do things the way we're meant to do them, basically everything gets deleted before we even have the opportunity to see anti-guardian fields fire because we kill things so fast. But every now and then we'll screw up, and so someone's gonna miss a shot or get turned around or get whatever. End up AFK for a moment, and we don't kill things, and we actually get the anti-guardian field to wreck our weapons. What we do then is we repair all of our plasma charges to just 5% integrity, which is very fast because those ships have 3 FMUs each for that reason.
Yeah.
Now the thing about weapons and malfunction is you only have 1 weapon malfunction max for every trigger pull. You're never going to have more than 1 NPC malfunction. So if you have 6, you're still going to fire 5 shots out of 6, which is still a ginormous amount of damage, even if all of your weapons are at just 5% integrity. So all we do is we repair those weapons to 5%, and we keep going, and if we get an AGF, those weapons all die, but then we repair them back to 5%, and we keep going again.
Okay, I did not know that. Okay, so what size would you recommend? I got I have 5, 4.
4 in FMU?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's
this
just
ship,
one weapon that's going to be sticking out.
Yeah, I think in general, first of all, you want some module protection because keep in mind, your canopy is very fragile without any kind of MRP.
The canopy in this thing is horrendous.
So I think this ship, unfortunately, just based on the layout of the internal hardpoints, can only equip 2, not 3 MRPs. But what I personally would do here, as far as MRPs are concerned, is I would put 1 MRP in the class 1 slot, and 1 MRP in the class 3 slot. That gives you a minimum amount of buffer so that you don't immediately lose your largest MRP. Outside of military grade slots, your largest MRP takes damage first, by the way. So having 1 large MRP and 2 small ones is usually what we recommend as far as builds are concerned. So
Would
yeah,
you do Guardian? No, would Guardian
no.
reinforcement
That's gonna get wrecked by the
That's
Orphos
gonna
AGFs. Don't use
It's
Guardian
funny because
modules as fires.
the hull reinforcement doesn't get wrecked.
It doesn't get wrecked because it doesn't have an integrity of its own. It just adds integrity to the ship's hull as a whole. You cannot break a hull module. There's no integrity of the hull module. And then you have 2D engineered, and then the second class 1 is where you would put the FMU.
I think I got the wrong one here. Then the second class 1 AFMU
Yeah,
here.
that would be where you put the FMU, yes. And 1A in that case.
All right.
Let's see, and then honestly, I go repair limpets on this build, so I would put a 5D repair limpet controller up there. Again, the reason we use D-rated repair limpet controllers is because they repair exactly the same amount as A-rated, and they're lighter and they use less power. The only thing they have less than the A grade is range, but because you kind of use this to repair yourself, not someone else, the D-rated is just perfectly fine.
And I'm already seeing we were at 2,700 integrity, and now we're down to 21. And I already know that we're gonna need to put on some some cargo racks.
Yeah, the class 4. That's 4 limpets. Yeah. Again, since corrosion resistant cargo racks exist, I would put a corrosion resistant rack since I have it unlocked. But it's not going to make a difference in combat. You can put a normal class 4 cargo rack there and it's totally fine.
All right.
All right. Now you're a hull tank. Now your
now
internals are
at 800.
now
830.
Now you're
I'm ready to
go. Yeah. So wait. Now that's the catch that basically has to go with the ship.
Yeah.
If you go hull tank, you have to go military grade on your hull.
That's right.
You have to. Like, there's no way you survive with lightweight alloys for any meaningful amount of time. So you have to put military grade composite,
there you go.
and then based on mass. Now this is
1,300.
where it gets tricky because like depending on the compromise of mass, you would either go heavy duty deplating, which is kind of a default, especially on lightweight builds.
Yeah.
The compromise that you could make that would give you a bit more hull but would actually make you more nimble, which I personally would like to try. So since you're spending someone else's materials right now, I would say why don't you try go lightweight heavy duty on this one.
Lightweight heavy duty
engineering. Yeah. Go the engineering lightweight. Not the module type. I know it's confusing because there's lightweight alloys, but what I'm saying is like go.
All right, we'll have to go to we have to go to Kook then.
Oh no, then forget about it. Then I wouldn't do that. How much did you get to hull integrity now? Did you pass at least 1,000?
Yeah, we're at 1,300.
1,300. Okay, this is survivable. This is not ideal, but it's survivable.
You know, it's a starting point.
Yeah, it's a starting point.
For you.
Yeah.
I did a Hydro with 130 hit points, guys, in a Hollow Viper. So
there we go.
like
okay, the other two mediums. I forgot what you said. You said beams.
Fixed beams.
Fixed beams, and what on them?
Typically thermal vent, but.
Okay, I got one fixed thermal vent already. And these are for the scouts, right?
Yeah, these are for scouts. If you don't have a second fixed beam, just put the gimbal one. It's fine.
Long range, concordant
sequence.
No.
It's fine. You're not gonna use concordant sequence for anything, but you use it for damage. It's fine.
Okay. It's long range at least.
Yeah, that's fine. By the way, if you ever have something engineered for concordant sequence, you should. My suggestion is to tweak it. As in, what we use for concordant sequence is we use small turreted pulse lasers, because the concordant sequence effect is on and off. It does not matter with any of the characteristic of a weapon that applies it. Mm-hmm. So for the concordant effect, for instance, the way we designed the Mamba bomber, the shielded wing bomber, is it has a small turreted pulse concordant sequence long range pulse laser. That is because it uses the least distributor power, and the turret can basically hit pretty much anywhere around
Yeah.
you. So you can actually use hotkeys to target your wingman, and you don't even need to turn your ship while targeting your wingman and putting the concordant effect on them.
Well, that's gonna
So
be just
concordant really,
dandy on the Python Mark II, because we discovered the Python Mark II can even shoot backwards with a turreted.
yes. I mean, if that's a fun thing to try.
Right.
It'll be especially fun with the torps, with the nanite
Uh-huh.
torps, because nanite torps are turreted, so you'll be firing torpedoes backwards. That'd be fun.
Oh my god.
So what did you put? Caustic sync launcher. Yeah, I would go 3 caustic sync launchers
Yeah.
here. You don't need a scanner, or
Do I
just
need a
one since you only
regular?
have one.
Oops. Let me
Fine.
just go back to the experimental. I always forget. Is it pulse or
You have
is
one.
it field?
So for spires, it's field.
Okay.
Not if you're solo. If you're solo, it doesn't really matter. Actually, if you're solo, you might want to use the yeah. I think we'll confuse viewers if we get into the specifics of this.
Yeah.
But
You'll confuse
the
me.
the one thing you want if you're going on spires that we realized that we've learned actually in the last few weeks, which we didn't know, is ECM works against Banshee missiles. So you want one ECM on here,
One ECM.
and you also want to bind your ECM key, which is probably bound to something you probably
It
don't know
is.
what it's bound to.
I bound it and I've forgotten, so I'll go look at what it
Exactly.
is. I think it's Shift N, but I don't know.
And then you don't really need a scanner with shards. I mean, you can put a scanner for quality of life. It'll show you like the shields of the orifices, which is for the sake of a stream might not be
Yeah.
a bad idea. But
Actually, yeah, let me do
ideally,
that. 'Cause I would like to see that.
Yeah, enhanced Xeno scanner. Although again, for combat reasons, you wouldn't need it on the
Okay.
ship.
Instead, would you put a heat sink or would you...
Yeah, you'll need heat sinks.
Okay.
Actually, and the fun thing is this ship I think actually doesn't need heat sinks because their old shards run really really cool, so you're not gonna overheat.
Okay.
So you don't actually need one. You can put one for quality of life, and you can put one if you want, but it's not required.
No. I think yeah, this is good. All right, so we got this going. I got thrusters all the way, frame shift drive with a beautiful SCO. I love it. Barefoot still thinks it's garbage, but I think it's a God's gift to man. It's
I
so
think
wonderful.
it's great. It just kills you if you've
I
got
was
any kind
playing-
of frame rate.
I was playing last night regular Elite Dangerous, and I was trying to go from one place to another, and it was only like 200 light seconds away, and I was thinking, oh my god, it's so slow. It's so far away. Because I'm
I
just
love
so
it,
used
but
to this thing.
I love it too. I think we should
Yeah.
just really make a ticket and upvote the hell out of that ticket to
Yeah.
have them fix the frame rate issue because
Oh
candidly,
yeah, that's true.
it's just, I mean, seriously, like
that's-
that should not, heat generation of the SEO should not depend on the frame rate of your game. Like, I
No.
think
Exactly.
we universally can all agree to that.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm running at like 375 frames. It's just like instant death.
You know,
Yes.
like, turns you into supernova.
We were
Yeah.
making fun of him because we're like, well, what's wrong with you? Why
Um,
can't you heat? Why can't you heat like the rest of us?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make these sensors
Sensors.
lightweight.
Yeah, you generally would want to make them long range, especially since orifices start cold and are very
Oh.
difficult to target from range.
Oh,
But
should I
you don't
put?
have long range engineering,
I
so
don't have.
whatever.
Should I just get A's?
Oh, for sensors, sure. Not like orifices are gonna chase you anywhere, so
Let's
you
see
can go
here.
with A's.
Yeah.
Wait a minute though. I think it pushes you up way above power requirements,
Yeah.
so I don't know if I would do that.
Sounds like a Mars build.
Yeah, no, keep the D's. Keep the D's.
I mean D's. It was at D's. But okay,
D's
we'll keep
what?
it there.
Yeah.
Quite.
And then if you're gonna go to Aspire, I think you'll need to sacrifice something for a fuel scoop. Otherwise, you're not gonna go very far. It's my hunch.
Ooh.
Unless you have
let
some
me
way
think.
unless you have some way to teleport to Spires, but
Let's see. Not today. I don't. Because the thing about there's no carriers in this beta. I should have bought a carrier. I have when they put us into here, they what is it? They gave us 600 million, despite how many billions we had. They gave us 600 million. They're like, okay, that's enough for them, and none of us had carriers. But I remembered I had nearly 4 billion in Thargoid combat stuff. So I was able to get myself nearly 4 billion credits. And I was
That's nice.
joking that I should just buy myself a carrier, but I didn't do it. Okay, I need to look at where the nearest places that has spires.
I can probably find that out for you. Like, what's the closest titan to
I believe it's
Inrata?
Kochijo.
Koshio?
Yeah.
The closest spire that I think should be active. Where are spires at Koshio? There it is. Colonel. I mean, let me actually type it into the
But just
sort of like
I think
handler
we're
in
looking at the
OS.
same thing. What's the last three numbers?
B12-2.
B12-2. We are not looking at the same thing. Okay, yeah, put in the put in the chat. Put in the stream chat.
That one.
Wait.
That's actually the only spire I see around Koshio.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. Oops.
See how far that one is.
Copy.
You got it, Mars, yeah.
Yeah. No results fine. Oh, Commander Mechan today at 2:45 p.m. Okay, no. Go away.
I wish there was a way to search for Commander Mechan.
Could you do me put it in the actual stream chat, like the chat. I'll be able to get it from there.
Get myself.
YouTube chat.
Yeah,
YouTube chat.
chat.
Let me find you there.
Oh, let's see. If they kept their ships, I could. Let's see. This ball just gave me a good idea. Was if they kept
There
their
you go,
ships.
Mars. It's in stream chat.
Okay.
Unlike you, I can wait, copy paste.
I'm barely managing. You know why? Because there's that little heart icon where I can like heart a comment. There we go.
No, it's so annoying, isn't it?
I have to like shift and move it over. Okay, 151. Yeah, we're not making it there without a trip to. We'll probably have to go here and then trade our fuel scoop for something. Does that make sense?
Or you can, yeah, I mean, you can also put up size 1 fuel scoop and lose your second MRP. I mean, for the sake of our stream, I think you'll survive with that.
All right.
All right, we'll do that.
It's going to be a bit slow, but it'll get you there.
You know, it gives us more time to bond, right?
Yes, exactly. And chat about. But you know, if you had arcs to spend, you could buy the arcs fuel injection for only
That'll put the fuel rats out of business.
for only 2,000 arcs. Oh yes, exactly. And the fuel tank refuel for only 5,000 arcs.
Beam laser. I'm gonna put that on 2 shards on
You know
1.
I've always
Bear
found
on
weird.
1.
So a lot of the AX guys, and you've just said it yourself earlier, are like, no, shields bad, don't use shields. I really do honestly think they seem to help me a lot, and it might just be because I'm really bad at it. There's a high chance it's that. But I think they soak up so much damage. I know damage goes through them, but they seem to soak up more than goes through.
Yeah. So I think I have. We have a command in AXI that explains why shields are bad, so I can actually type it up there and always paste it here because I'll let people read it for themselves because it's actually a pretty.
I think you'll find Barefoot that they don't get shot.
Right. Here you go. So let me post it in the chat for now that I
want to be show off.
I know.
Oh.
Whoa.
How do I put this? There you go. So I typed kind of whole wall of text. Is it gonna let me type a wall text? Oh no, there's like way too many characters. That's not gonna let me chat. I post a wall text. So look, there's several reasons why shields are an issue in X Combat. Like, for one, as you mentioned, there's phasing damage, so there's some damage that goes through the shield, which means you need to reinforce not only your shield, but still to some degree your hull, which means you're basically not making neither a pure shield tank nor a pure hull tank, so you're kind of compromising and creating kind of like something that isn't the best of either world. So that's the first thing. The second one, which we talked about, is it increases your hitbox size, so it actually makes you hit more often and take more damage than if you didn't have one. The third one is that the lightning special attack of interceptors or of glaives or of scythes will just delete your shield as soon
That
as
is
they
true.
get within range. The fourth one is that you can refill your shields with shield shell banks. Can't speak. With shield shell banks, still can't pronounce it correctly, but whatever. Those generate a lot of heat and cannot be synthesized in combat. Whereas repair limpets, on the other hand, do not generate heat when fired and can be synthesized at will, even though that synth is comparatively expensive. Furthermore, limpets also instantly repair your canopy, which is always nice. The other reason, one I think is actually most important to me at least, is shields prevent you from using what is probably the most effective emergency tactic in AX, which is to go silent running. Like, even if you're out of heat sinks, even if you're spiking at 65% heat, you tap silent running and you're instantly invisible, right? As far as the interceptor cannon lock is concerned. You can't do that with shields, because like the moment you tap silent running, your shields drop, and kind of defeats the purpose of having shields. And finally, but also quite importantly, shields require a system capacitor for both having additional resistance and for charging and recharging and rebuilding when necessary. That makes them compete with heat sinks. It's not uncommon on a shielded build to have 0 energy in your system capacitor, and guess what? If you have 0 energy in your system capacitor, you cannot fire heat sinks. Heat sinks require 2 megajoule of energy in your system capacitor to fire. If it's less than that, your heat sinks will fail to fire. And that's
We'll be
often
honest,
a death.
I found exactly that with the caustic sinks as well. It's like, oh god, I need to cut down caustic sinks, and it's like, no.
Yeah, exactly. They also require a system capacitor to fire. So the fact that you need to juggle not only engine and weapon pips, which already are quite some juggling in anti-Xeno combat, but the fact that you now have to juggle system capacitor as well, it kind of adds to cognitive load to the fight and makes the fight harder. I mean, look in PvP how big of a deal pip management is, right? And I mean, there's even a term called pip checking, right? For those who kind of fail to properly manage their pips in combat. It makes the fight harder, not easier, right? Juggling system capacitor while you're juggling everything else, and especially in harder fights, coupled with the fact that you cannot use silent running, coupled with the fact that, like, you're a bigger target and still need to have somehow at least. Personally, put both of those things together, and it's really hard to make the case for a shield, especially on a small and a medium ship. Now, on a large ship, and especially on the cutter, it's a slightly different story. Like, a large shielded cutter has just so much shield tank that for specific things that you may want to do, it can become viable. But it's not an easy configuration to fly. So you can make it work, but it's not something we recommend. Certainly not to beginners. It's a little bit like hard mode if you want.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what?
But then again, look, this is like, this is awesome. Well, try it. Let me know what you think. And then again, like we build based on our experience and based on what our collective knowledge is from a few years of doing this. That does not mean that what the collective wisdom says is right for you, right? So if you like shields and shields work for you, use shields. Again, you should do so, at least in my advice, knowing the limitations that they're imposing on your ship and on the way you fly. But if you know and understand that, and you still feel that's better for you, I mean, who are we to tell you otherwise, right? You should, just take that as you may.
Well, no, I think I will. I'll give it a go. I will strip the shields off, and I will rejig it a little bit, and I'll give it a try. Because at least then, if I don't like it and I think the shields are better, I can come back with a reason and go, screw you.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to stop by the station here because I think it's going to be faster for me to refuel at the station than it is to scoop my handfuls of
your 10 tons, whatever tons per second.
I was actually looking for Disemboweled wanted me to see if the Python Mark II, because it does pretty well with the SCO drive, right? So he wanted to know if it handles better through the tail of a neutron star also, and I'll need to find one of those.
Interesting. What I would like to see, which I haven't seen, which I'm sure other people have shown it, is weapon convergence of a ship. So once you drop, if you don't mind deploying your hard points and target the station, and actually be quite interesting to see how that looks.
Okay. Alright, so target the station and deploy my hard points, is what you're saying, right?
Yep.
And then fire.
No, you don't need to fire.
And
I just
then-
want to see how.
and
how
then
I mean, you can fire if you want, but then you just have to face the consequence of
Here
your
we
actions.
go.
Actions have responsibilities, have consequences, and you have responsibility for your actions.
Oh, we've got reserved suites in all the prisons.
They like us there. Alright. Was that good enough, or do you want me to do it again?
Hold on, I'm trying to see. I couldn't quite see. Yeah, we'll see it at Spire sides.
Alright. Parking space 45. Alright. Ka-chunk. And use my hull rating as my landing gear. Alright, cool. Launch! Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned the system thing, because there's so many times in the maelstrom where I'm like, oh my god, why aren't these heat sinks going off? What's wrong with my ship? I'm dying.
I mean, yeah, if you're in a situation where you're desperate for, firing a heat sink and it doesn't fire, chances are you're in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Chances are you're in serious trouble.
Well, honestly, if you're having to need your shields, you are already in trouble.
Now you're just having a go at me because you like to have a go at me.
Me? I use shields sometimes, because I don't know. What do I know? I usually don't run with shields, Mechan, and I don't run around with fuel scoops because I'm a spoiled fleet carrier brat. I'm just I just run around, no shields, no fuel scoops, and then I also have this thing. I don't know if you're like this too, but once I leave a station or a carrier, I don't go back. I'm like, that's it. I can't go back there. Like I've forgotten my entire weapon loadout. I'm just gonna have to go to another station and then ship them to where I am now, rather than stop and turn around. So sometimes I'll just be very stubborn and just go that route.
Most regular combat builds that we have some kind of mobility, because in they'll sport A-grade engineered drives and the like. None of them have fuel scoops though, nor any ability to sort of like get very far from their base stations or their base carriers. Some of our more extreme builds are entirely carrier bound, and they'll have, for instance, 2D undersized drives to maximize their combat performance. That's probably more relevant for smaller ships than larger ones. For smaller ships, that makes actually quite a bit of a difference.
Now, after we do this, after we show whether or not this, first of all, I can even hit an Orthrus when I'm supposed to, because there's I learned that there's inbound and outbound Orthruses, and I learned that there's outbounds that turn into inbounds turn into anyways. I'm gonna need a lot of help in being able to look at the behaviors of these things, and that's one of the things I'm hoping for this stream, is I get to learn a little bit more about when to shoot and when not to shoot, because if you shoot them at the wrong time, boy oh boy, do they let you know. And it was a few streams ago where me and the whole Discord were just showing up to an axe what's called instance
Spire side. Yeah.
Spire side. And we were just going at it and just pissing everybody
I don't think
off.
we made friends that
No,
day.
we made so many not friends, and so we just we'll leave. But the thing is, the axe folks are so nice. Like if you're ever in an instance, they will tell you so fast what you need to be done, what needs to be done. And we had so many comments, so really nice comments, letting us know all the ins and outs of a Spire site, and I had no idea. And it's a lot like talking to some sort of like National Geographic expert about like lemurs, and which lemurs you should pet, which ones you shouldn't, and otherwise they'll do the equivalent of I don't know. Oh, hold on, I've been hyperdicted here. Okay, the worst part of being hyperdicted out here is
Fuel.
that I'm now out of fuel. Where is the sun? It's that way, 5,000 light seconds away. Okay, I have to go back over here. I have enough fuel to get to the star that I'm already nearby to get more fuel from it. Oh god, I hope it's a star that I can get fuel from. Let's see.
Oh, you can target it now.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
see here. What kind of star are you, friend? It is a M.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're good.
Yeah,
The
you're good.
M for fuel. Here we go.
Hey,
Now,
did I tell you about my new glitch, Mars?
hold on. I'm not out of trouble here yet. I need to.
Get past 5 kilometers.
I need to
but
get-
at that speed.
Yeah, I should be
I don't
fine.
know if you have
But
basis on your
I'm
tail,
going.
but
I'm gonna super cruise
So you're
boost
gonna
to
lose.
the star, and I'm not sure if I have enough fuel to do that.
no, I think you just tap it and it'll speed you up enough.
Hey, we're trying to build up the drama here, Mechan.
Oh,
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Boost and boost. Okay. Oh dear.
It does feel like it's a lot more
Oh,
stable,
dear.
huh?
Oh dear.
It is.
Okay, that was only halfway there, and I'm like halfway down of fuel. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, tell me your new glitch, Barefoot Games 101. What's your new glitch?
Last night, I
Yeah?
made a planet jump.
You made a planet jump.
Yes.
Okay.
I was leaving the Spire sites.
Aye.
My ship was all beat up and stuff. I could get a lock on the system I was going to while I was still on the planet. I jumped. The planet stayed through the entire jump sequence. It stayed with me. And then when I came out on the other side, it went back to normal. But I made the planet jump. I'm quite pleased with that.
Not to alarm everyone, but I've gone to the wrong star. This one is the wrong type of
That's not
star.
Scoopy.
That's not a Scoopy star. I think one of these other brighter ones is one. Okay, good. We're not that far away from it though. Don't worry, Mechan.
I mean,
We're going to get there.
You could lock onto it on the system map. You know?
That's what I did.
It's an option.
It's what I did. Look, it's behind me. I think I need to go to this one. Is this the one? Okay, let me go to system map.
Oh, that's a good idea.
There we go. Now I've done it. See? You made me go to this one. That's the wrong
Don't
one.
blame me.
That's
That
the
you
wrong
know.
type of star. You distracted me with your compelling story of jumping planets. Okay? Speaking of jumping planets, after we die before we
close enough.
get to the Spire site, we're gonna go into the actual game and we're gonna show you, Commander Mechan, like you showed us how to, use our soon-to-be Python Mark II on a Spire site, right? Now we want to return the favor. It's kind of like a knowledge exchange, and we want to show you how to go into a biodome. Have you ever been inside of walked around a biodome?
I'm not sure I even know what a biodome is.
Oh boy,
So
oh
I
boy.
think that answers your question.
Okay, great, fantastic. So you're gonna learn how we roll here at the Ghost Draft
Is a
stream.
biodome like what is a biodome? Is it like
Have
one
you
of those things at the quarterly stations, or is it one of those things?
Have you seen any Pauly Shore movies?
I'm not sure I have.
Okay. Oh boy, even better. You know when you go to the what's those things called?
Big greenhouse.
The big greenhouse
Yeah,
things
the
on
big greenhouses.
ground.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're like the biochemistry or biology or whatever they're called.
You
Settlements.
see them a
That-
lot of
that
at
I've
engineering
been.
sites.
I've been in one of those. That I've been actually many of those.
You've been
Those I
inside
have
of it.
been in. Well, I mean, it's at least if it's the thing I'm thinking about, it's like just a normal walkable thing with NPCs inside. But I guess
No,
I'm talking
no,
about
no.
something else.
No.
Right.
That's you can't go inside. The only way inside is through a secret door. There's a secret
I'm very
entrance.
much curious and very kind of curious to see it.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm about to lose. You know what's funny? Is that I'm like, oh, Commander Mechan, you're gonna love it. This thing that you can't go into, you're gonna be able to go into it, and you're like, I've never even heard of it. It's like, it's the allure of going to something that everyone sees and but you've never even know what we're talking about. But that's fine. You see the engineering sites a lot. It's like
The beauty of this game is like so massive that there's like
Yeah.
I don't think any single person has seen all of it. Like it's
No.
just impossible, right?
That
Yeah.
disemboweled.
Yeah, Disemboweled has seen everything, and he's walked there. Oh boy. Another thing we could do, we won't be able to do this stream, maybe a different stream, is have you ever walked among the asteroids in an asteroid belt?
I don't think I've ever walked there. No.
No, nobody has. But we could take you. We could take you on a rocket ride. Hey, bring some of your friends, and we could take all of them. We'll take the whole Axe crew into the asteroid belt, and then we'll play a game called Catch the Commanders, as we flip you off of our ships and we try to catch you onto the other
Sounds
ships.
like fun.
Okay, so you can only get hyperdicted once. So I think we're good to go. I think this is going to be a good jump. Okay, one last jump we need to do anyway, so it's fine. Here we go. Now, Barefoot, are we
Yes.
able to is this a repeatable glitch, or is it like a one-off thing?
I've only had it happen once.
Okay.
I'm going to try and repeat it, but I don't know if I'll be
What
able
did
to.
you do? Do you feel like you did something to make it happen?
Not that I noticed at the time.
Right.
It just seemed to be like one of those things that happens.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is a way to repeat it, because there usually is with bugs. Whether you can actually work out what that is another question. But yeah, I'm going to try.
Okay.
It was pretty awesome going through when you see the jump sequence going, but the planet's still around you and there's still things flying around on the planet. It was kind of cool.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to get to this planet without. I'm being interdicted. But what I was gonna say is I'm gonna try to get to this planet without using the SEO, because I have very little
Oh, yeah,
fuel.
because then you'll be able to fly when you get there.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Just
Who
little
would have
scouts.
ever thought that we'd have something to teach Mechan? That's just weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a lot to learn.
You
Like,
do. Oh. Oh, we can teach you how to fly a Taipan fighter into the concourse of a ground city. Have you ever wanted to do that?
Most of the things I wanted to do did not involve ship-launched fighters in this game.
Okay, well that's
Considering
fair.
the
That's a
fact
fair
that those
answer.
do not survive very long, depending on where you take them.
That's a fair
Like
answer.
garden fighters just instantly die
Yeah.
in places that have anti-guardian field, and instantly die also whenever anything is shooting at them, because they have like 10 hit points and Thargoids do phasing damage. In fact, I actually think Guardian fighters are phony, because there's no way that a race that actually there's no way that a race that actually defeated the Thargoids in historical lore actually used those fighters.
Yeah, they're so
Either
garbage.
that or Goids somehow kind of like evolved facing damage
You know what it
thereafter.
was? Is the
Because-
Thargoids
Right.
destroyed all the archives that hurt them, and the ones that didn't matter to them, like, oh, it's fine. That's the archives of their fighters. Like, that's not a worthwhile
Not a threat.
target.
Maybe. Especially the fact that they don't have heat sinks just drives me nuts. Because at least the beam Taipan has heat sinks. However, no ship launch fighter that has any kind of AX weapon has heat sinks, which makes them practically useless in anti-xeno combat.
Okay, we're driving up here onto the Spire site. All right, so give me a quick brief of what I need to do once I drop in here. What I need to look out for. I know the first thing I need to do
yeah.
is not get hit by Banshee missiles and not instantly shoot the first Orthrus I see.
Yes, so those are two good things to do. The first thing I would say is find what your key that fires the ECM is bound to,
All right.
because you're going to need that.
Will do.
Also, keep in mind that ECM only works within a certain range that is kind of generally limited, so don't just, fire it randomly when you see things heading your way. They need to be relatively close for you to kind of like send them astray.
Now,
So
we did started a stream with the Python Mark II, and we were at the site it was all those enhanced multi-cannons you were talking about before. And I was able to avoid all of the missiles just by boosting around.
Oh yeah, I mean you can do that too. But boosting around while trying to shoot something and dodging missiles,
Hey, you're talking
harder.
You're talking my cup of tea here.
That's probably under miscellaneous.
Yeah. ECM. There he goes.
There you go.
Yep, I was right. Shift N.
Shift N.
because the thing that I use. Uh-oh, I've done the wrong thing. Oh no, because I've been interdicted. Okay, I was interdicted while in in a menu. They are cheating. They're sniping me. Okay, I'm running away. Because N is the pulse neutralizer or the field, whatever it is. And so
And you need to hold ECM, right, to charge it
Yeah.
and get it to max range.
Yeah. And it doesn't. It affects their flight. It doesn't like pop them or anything. It kind of like.
It doesn't pop them. It sends them astray.
Yeah, it's more like electrical warfare.
Yeah, electronic warfare. It's like confuses their guidance system and sends them flying elsewhere. Electrical warfare is what Thargoids do with their lightning attack.
Disemboweled says the way keybinds work in Elite using shift as a modifier probably means you'll trigger the field neutralizer by accident. Hey,
I agree with that statement.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
I personally wouldn't do that in my own combat binds, but
hey, like you said, it's like jazz. You just gotta roll with it. You never know what's gonna happen here. One day you're walking around not knowing what a biodome is, and next day you're inside of it. That's just how we roll.
Is that a ship kit, by the way? Or
yeah,
is
it's
that
a ship kit that comes with the pre-built. Oh, I was going to mention this before. Don't remind me to mention it later. No time now. I don't have enough. What was that mental capacity? What was that thing you're saying?
Cognitive load.
Cognitive load. I've blown my load. Oh, what am I doing?
Cognitive.
There you go.
Cognitive load is
There
a
you
thing
go.
in combat. It's a real thing. Managing a cognitive load actually is quite important.
All right. I'm here. I got my hard points out. I don't see any activity down here. Did you send me to the right place?
Are your sensors up or your sensors shut down?
My sensors are up. Let me fly closer to the ground.
You should be getting shot by banshees. Is it dead? It's dead. It's not lit up.
We've come all this way. How can it be dead?
I don't see any hostiles here.
Yeah, the spires aren't lit up either. The place is inactive.
I mean, it's definitely in occupied territory, so it should be active, unless it was one of those systems that was captured aeons ago and made inactive and failed to reactivate after being occupied again. But if you look at the star map, it shows up as occupied.
Yeah.
So, or rather,
Yeah, because there should be like a light coming out of that twisty one, shouldn't there? If it was active.
Yeah, it should have like the little
yeah.
souls leaving.
Yeah.
Have the green things going up. So this does look like an inactive Spire site.
Typical Mars. Brought us to an inactive one.
It's not my fault.
Oh, I sent you here. It's my fault.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nah, you're the guest, so you can do no wrong.
Yeah, it's Barefoot's fault. Okay, well, what I could do is I could just ram into here, go to the nearest station, and then we go to the next nearest Spire site.
Yeah, I could do that.
Let's see. I wonder. Okay, how about this one?
Now I'm self-conscious about recommending the next one because, like, if I recommend two in a row and it turned out to be inactive, that would be bad.
Let's try here. Let's try this one here. This one's not too far away. It's over there.
We'll say that's the game bugging out as opposed to your bed info. It's fine.
Oh, this is. Apparently, I have information here. No, I don't. It's okay. Also for the beta, whatever information you had, you don't. It says you do, but you don't. Okay, I can jump there too. I have enough fuel, barely to get there.
Where are you going? One of the Coquille sites? Still?
Yeah. Just don't worry. I'll lead the way.
Okay.
And take the planet with you.
I'll take the planet. How do you do it? What am I supposed to do right now?
Pretty much exactly what you're doing.
Okay. That sounds like just a one-off bug. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, no, it went away.
I think it might have been a one-off, but
yeah.
I mean,
no.
I'm gonna try. S. James says, "Is this an old build of the game? Does it have something to do with the site states?"
Could be.
It
Could be.
might be actually because we haven't got the Ramtar engineering and stuff, have we?
No, we don't have the Ramtai engineering, which is funny because we still have the engineering modification itself. Unless we get there and then it just doesn't work. Then this will be really all for nothing. Okay.
Attack Helicopter in the stream chat has just posted another site that he was just at.
Yeah.
So if you need one, it's there. Don't know how far away it is though.
Okay, my interdiction here, and it's gonna keep on going. I'm already at the other place that has the Spire site, so if it's not here, then we'll have to figure out what to do. Oh, I have to resist every urge not to do the boost because I have so little fuel.
It's not like it's far away. Control yourself, man.
But this feels so far away once you know the other option. You know, it's like when you know that that life doesn't have to be this way. Were there moments like that for you, Mechan, where like you're fighting Thargoids and then you did something for the longest time one way, and then you're like, oh jeez, and then you learn a different way of doing it. And you're like, oh my god, I can never go back.
There's many of those. I think my entire AX career has been multiple versions of that.
Are there some people they'll be like, no, I don't care how many times you tell me, I'm just gonna keep my dinosaur ways and just run in there, Leroy Jenkins style.
That's pretty common. But I think even for those kind of folks, there's two categories. There's the look, I understand why you're suggesting something different, and I'm going to choose to do something other than that because of these personal reasons, which can be as simple as because that's what I want to do or because that's what I enjoy. Those folks we tend to support in any possible way. Like if someone comes in and says, I really love the Corvette, I only want to fly the Corvette, we tell them, look, the Corvette, it's great, but it's also very difficult to ship to use in AX. And if the answer is, I understand, I appreciate why it is, however,
do you know what hell I went through just to get this thing? I can imagine. I can imagine they'd be like, I just spent so much money on arcs to decorate it. I'm using this damn thing.
And that's fine. Like if people kind of come at it that way, we'll support them. And we have some amazing Corvette pilots that will typically help them kind of work through how to use a Corvette for AX combat, which is not the easy way to do it. But if they are determined, then that's what they're going to do, and that's what we're helping them with. There's another category of people who shows up and basically says, hey guys, I just made the ultimate Type 10 build for AX. Look at and bask in the amazing glory of what I've created. And it turns out to be a very poor build. And we try to explain why it's maybe not the best build in the world. And they kind of like yell at us and rage quit. Those are another category of people, and we get some of those too. And as
Wait
you can
a second,
imagine,
you're saying there's a capable Type 10 build? Where can I find this guy?
Well, Davak Osterviak is our resident Type 10 expert. Davak has done some amazing things with Type 10 in AX. I'll send you his way if you want to see basically who I think is the best Type 10 pilot. Don't crash into Spire. I think is the best Type 10 pilot. It's for Davak.
Alright. No, I'll do that, but I was also just kidding. Okay, here we go. Here comes the missiles.
Okay, so you are in an active site now.
Active site here. I got my weapons deployed. I'm making them shoot their own Spire, Mechan. Look at that. Alright.
That's good.
Okay, so from up here, I need to look at for any clouds. Dodge those missiles. So I'm using my thrusters here, by the way. I feel like the thrusters are are very very like unsung heroes when it comes to maneuverability.
Oh yeah, no, they're significantly sung heroes.
Hear that, Barefoot? Mechan thinks I'm a hero.
No. He said thrusters are heroes, not
He says
you.
anyone who uses them is hero. Equal sign.
All right, I was just finding Dalak's channel on YouTube. I just found it. I'm gonna post it in here for those who want to kind of look up some of the stuff he's done with Type 10 because it's pretty amazing.
Oh, I see an outbound. Is this one to target?
Well, target it. If it has a shield, the answer is no. And if it's an outbound, it probably does have a shield. Like, you can... Here's the thing. You can shoot it. You just need to be ready for the shutdown pulse it will fire when it does. So have your shutdown field neutralizer handy. I don't know what hotkey... You said you had N as a hotkey?
N,
Just have that
that's right.
handy.
Oh,
Get in
yes.
range, slow down. You're going way too fast.
Slow
down to like 100 meters per second. Get within 800 meters or so.
Okay.
I also suggest to use trailing sights with shards, but it's up to you if you want to switch or not at this point.
No. Oh no,
Don't forget your
everything's gone
ECM.
bad. I did my ECM and it didn't work.
Yeah.
I'm falling.
I mean,
I'm falling. You know what? I didn't want to attack that guy anyway. I just wanted to see if he had shields on.
Yeah. All the outbounds have
Okay,
shields on.
by the way,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of scouts here now.
Let him be.
Okay.
Like,
That's fine.
I realize me giving you advice in this situation is like playing chopstick while Mozart sits in the corner and saying that. But, you want an inbound one, and you just want to let it go round and drop its shield, and then have it.
Okay, there's
yeah,
one.
that's an inbound from
There's an
the
inbound.
nav point we call. I think that's an inbound from Bravo. Well, we have a map for Spires. So we have conventional nav points, so that if we say, hey, you know, spawning at Bravo, everybody knows where Bravo is and can head straight to Bravo instead of using the compass and nav points, which is much slower. That map is actually quite handy. So this one's an inbound. It probably will have its shield up because it kind of just spawned in. Use the ECM.
I
Great.
did.
Alright. Kind of somehow worked, which is good. So now you want to target it. If you get too close, you might actually piss it off, but you'll still need to use your ECM again and again because there's a lot of Banshee ups. So, you know, target it.
Targeting. It's kind of third.
Alright, put your pips in web because you're going to need this drop.
Oh no!
That was
No.
not a good move. And it's going to shut you down for good now, I think.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alright.
Hopefully you were already shut down and this didn't trigger twice.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I think, what's happening. Or you might have actually gotten shut down twice.
I think
No, you got
no.
shut down. That's good.
Okay.
Well, you actually somehow, the short shutdown made you dodge the large shutdown.
I
No,
pressed,
it fired on it.
I pressed the thing before I got shut down by the big one. Okay, his shields are up.
All right. Yeah, hit it.
Go down.
Now you're you're going too fast, I think, for using shards, and you're way too far. So get closer
Yeah.
and slow down.
Go on.
Orpheuses are slow. You don't need to boost around to kind of like stay close to them.
Yeah.
Like, just use your regular thrust. You're much faster than them. All right, you're almost in range. You can kind of fire at them whenever you want. Keep firing. Trigger. All right. You're in its caustic tail, but that's fine.
That's fine. And I'm dead. And I've died. Well, that's
Yeah.
exactly how it's done. Thank you so much. I failed you, Commander Mechan. Like
No,
instantly.
you've shown people how squishy this ship is, so you've made a great public service and saying, hey, you want something that's a glass cannon? Here's your glass cannon.
Yeah.
Like, you can
Do
use
as-
it. It's gonna kill things
do as
fast.
I-
You won't die even faster.
Do as I do, not as. Don't do as I do, but do as Mechan does. There we go.
You see, if you'd have had shields, you'd have been fine.
right. I think it goes back to we should have just used shields. What does this guy know? Nah, it's kidding.
Do you want to switch to the Biodome thing? Show me
Yeah,
the
let's go to
thing
the
that I know
Biodome
nothing
thing.
about.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
we're going to switch over towards the main game. Let me just exit here, and I'm already there. All I need to do.
Me too.
Okay, you're there too. Look at that. We're so prepared.
I'm in system, but I didn't know what planet it was on, so
So
I'm
what do
just
I
in the
need to do?
station.
I'm docked at the station. Should I get on foot, or should I land nearby and get on foot, or what do I need to do?
1 second. Leave the station and then land nearby, and then yeah, get on foot after that.
Which planet is it, Maz?
It's a really fancy name. Read me the names.
And by on foot, the planet is well, it's Fuka Point is the name of a station.
Excuse me?
The name of a planet is
Wow, you come on the stream and start swearing, really?
Oh my god.
Al Almira Dua. Al Almira Dua.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna land nearby and drop in my SRV. That's a plan.
Yep.
Oh, I see what you mean with biodomes. These things here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't seen them often.
It's the place you don't know that you've always wanted to go. And we're gonna fulfill your dream, Mechan.
So Artemis suits.
I think so. Disemboweled. Do we need Artemis suits? I'm gonna imagine yes.
All right, Artemis suit
I'll
it is.
put you here. Here I am, everyone. Now that we're back to having enough real estate, because before we were looking at a lot of outfitting screens. Now we're gonna take our break from super serious mode, and this is what we like to do for fun, which is run around and get into places we're not supposed to, because we like to play. Like I said, sometimes you just gotta play with the game and take what you got and see what else you can make out of it. Yeah, Artemis always helps us disemboweled. He's our resident Merlin. He gets us into these places. I feel bad. I don't have your Barefoot. I don't have your mug up here with the two of us.
I have no camera.
Let's see here. Okay, are we friends, Mechan? Are we friends now?
I don't think so, but I was just looking you up to do just that.
Because I think we need to be friends. Stu is here. Shasso is here. Disemboweled is supposedly here.
I just sent you a friend request.
There it is. You know what's so funny is I remember in was it the last Thargoid Titan? You were in the same instance as me, and everybody was asking you questions, and I wanted to be like, hey, do you want to do a video? But you were like fielding like all these questions, and I just love how helpful you are, especially with the videos. They're really well put together, and the way you talk about it, like on the surface it feels like it's really dense material, but at the end of it, I'm like I remember everything he said.
Well, thank you for those kind words. Appreciate it. I have a
remember
ghost
sending
signal
along
of
invite.
you right now. I see a ghost signal of you, but I don't unfortunately see you.
It's a ghost giraffe.
Yeah, I don't see
You don't see me? I
Mechan in the wing either.
oh, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Oh, there you
and
go.
if
He's just
you're-
appeared in wing now.
If you're in
saw
the
the
air, you
pop
may
up.
want to jump out and back in, and that should fix it.
I see Shasso, and I see Disemboweled.
So am I the one who jump out? I can jump out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, jump out, jump back in.
I'm jumping out.
I don't see this Barefoot. I don't see you. I think the problem is that we all started here.
I'm heading over. Yeah, I'm heading over. I'm almost there.
Alright, cool. So here, guys, here's the biodomes we're talking about. This is also the loveliest planet in Odyssey. It's a defined system of LHS 200, and you're on a ringed planet already, and you're circling this other ringed planet. And if you haven't seen this, I mean, this planet shows up in the Elite Dangerous Reddit posts like pretty much every week. So it's beautiful. Come here, and there's lots of places to visit. And this place I have never been in the daytime, so I'm really happy that we'll be able to come here now in daytime and walk around in these beautiful I suppose, you know, maybe this is kind of like a preview of what it'll be like if we go to an atmospheric planet that has plants. You know, we go there and we realize it's all Azeroth. It's all 2D sprites put together like cardboard cutouts.
Always has been.
Always has been. All right, I'm landing. I've landed.
I am back in the instance, and I think I am in the right instance this time.
Cool. Okay, I'm landing. I'm coming out in my SRV. But do you remember, I'm now on camera. No picking of the nose. No making faces whenever Barefoot speaks. Okay,
I'm not even slightly surprised that you do that.
let's see here. You say the weirdest things is the problem. It elicits like responses. Guttural ones. Okay. There you go. Oh, there you are, Mechan. I see you. You're going right into the ground. Oh my god! Thank God that lamppost was there. You would have rammed right inside of me.
Well,
Okay.
there we go.
Okay, disemboweled is going to the lovely paint job, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, that's the one with the black paint on it.
I don't know what. I think it's the gold something.
Yeah, it's the
I don't know
gold
what
one.
it's called.
Yeah, the gold, because there's a
It's
gold
not
one,
the golden.
and then the
Yeah, it's not the
golden.
golden. It's like it's
I like
not the golden.
Yeah, I have the
some
golden
other
one, but
functionality.
it's more
Oh, big
mirror-like
ship around.
than this one. This one, like it actually looks gold. All right, here we are. So the secret entrance is over here. Disemboweled. What are you doing there? Why is your?
He looks pretty disemboweled.
Okay. All right. I'm going on foot. There we go. And I think the key is over here. Okay, I think we need to go here. Okay, Mechan, come here. All right, nice suit. I like the blueness there.
Thank you.
Hold on, let me greet you in the ways of my people. There you go. So this, you know, before emotes, we just genuflect at each other like we're playing Minecraft.
Oh,
So that's how we
I
say
see.
that's how we say hello to each other now.
oh I'll do that.
Hello. There we go. All right, I think it's in here. So if you look over here, come here. There's a key right here. Do you see it? You just pick it up. Press E, and pick up the key. You might need to crouch down.
I see no key.
Just press E. Trust me. Did you press it?
I did.
Okay, good. Okay, great. You got it. So then I think we go. No. Is it here? Disemboweled, I need your help. I think we're locked out. Disemboweled, I think we're locked out. Is he in there?
Probably.
His Sidewinder's over here.
I got in somehow.
Oh, yeah, because
I'm the only one.
Alright. See, I told you. Okay, let's go. I told him to do that as a joke, but it actually worked. Okay, now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to press E on the ground. Okay, now I'm going up.
I'm in though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Take a look around. Feel free to take your shoes off.
Hey guys. Hello.
Are you
I'm waving at
inside?
ya.
Where you're waving at us? Hold on.
Yeah.
I can't get inside.
I'm gonna wave.
I can't.
Are you saying you brought someone out to show them how to get in?
Can you
and
teach
can't
me
get
how
in?
you did that? Oh wait, that person just got in.
Yes, two piras when it got in. You guys are unworthy. I'm sorry.
Oh no, he's locked us out. Mechan has locked me out of my. Oh, here I am. I'm in. Here we go.
There you go.
Look at this. It feels nice in here. It feels air conditioned, doesn't it? Oh look,
Yeah, it does feel
there's
pretty cool.
a skimmer in here.
It looks very 9080 gaming.
Yeah, look at this, huh? Look at this.
Oh wow, there's terrain that if you kind of jump high enough, you kind of get above the fake terrain.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
What happens if you shoot the skimmer?
Yeah, you know,
Bad things
science. We're all about science.
Oh, that skimmer just exploded. Did someone shoot it? Or
I
did
don't
someone
know.
test this?
I think we just turned it off. We had a remote control. We pressed the off button.
Oh,
Now we're
Disemboweled
I see.
is the
Now
answer
we're-
to that question.
okay. Let's all stand on it. Oh, no, he's going to run
Someone's
away.
firing
Oh, it's shy.
L6. Someone's firing L6 missiles at it.
Actually,
That's what's happening.
Mechan, this is where we grow them. This is where we grow skimmers.
You grow skimmers out here?
Yeah, this is the skimmer. It's the skimmer farm.
We're
Where
known
do
for
the
it.
Goliath? Where do
We
you
had to
grow
get
the
rid of the other
Goliath?
one. It was a runt. Here, look, I'm the skimmer whisperer. Yes, yes. There we go. Oh, yes.
Just immediately leave.
Well, it's been a while, right? It's try to get on top of
Oh,
it.
there's actually a little hill that you come to a hill where I'm at. You can actually be above
There we
the
go.
fake ground.
Ah, there we
Which
go.
actually quite
I've
neat.
mounted the skimmer here.
Ooh, nice.
It's like a rodeo. All right, here we go. Skimmer
How
rodeo.
many commanders can fit above a skimmer? There you go.
Oh God, you
on
pushed
it
me
too.
off. You pushed me off. How are you already good at this? No, I'm immediately falling off. There we go. Yeah, there we are. Skimmer surfing. There's 4 of us on here now. Oh, there's disemboweled. There we go. And you can go inside of these things here. Oh no, I guess it's just the Goliath that you can go inside.
So
of
one
these
thing
guys.
we realized for science is the
Yeah.
top of skimmers is actually very slippery.
It's so
Yes.
slippery. We cover it in butter to keep their coats a shiny metallic blue. You know, gotta make sure you get a lot of elbow grease in there. Oh, there's one.
It's all part of the rich tapestry of skimmer husbandry.
It's really hard, This recreates the world that they are used to. Like when you put a frog in a jar, you have to put some leaves in there and maybe some twigs, right? To recreate what it's used to.
Why would you put a frog in a jar? It's the first question that comes to my mind.
Because you can't bring them indoors in your hands. Your mom will freak out. She'll be like, put that thing in a jar. Get some leaves to recreate what it's used to. That's
I
why.
see.
That's why, Mechan. And I think you also get warts from handling frogs.
That's toads.
Toads. Okay. So don't handle toads. Make sure those guys go in jars. And much the same with sentry skimmers. You need to put them in a
But
biodome.
how do you get a toad in a jar without handling it? You like bait it? You put some bait in a jar and you say toad, here's the bait, go in the
bait
jar.
it. You tell it that there's toads in their area that want to meet them, and you put a picture of a nice busty toad, and they hop right in. There you go. This is nice. Okay, let's go to the courtyard.
What is the courtyard?
Right here.
Oh,
Right in the
that thing
courtyard,
over
yeah.
there. That's it.
It's kind of weird. I'm taking the path. Oh, I'm.
So it's actually above ground. It's actually
Yeah,
nice.
it's very rare. So this is one of the rare ones where this stuff here
ground
is above the
effects,
ground.
yeah.
Let's get a nice screenshot before we all eventually die. Because Barefoot has his gun out and he's
Let me
pointing
see
at
how I
us.
can put
Okay,
my weapon
come
away.
over here.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
what
here we
it is to
go.
put my
I'm
weapon
facing
away.
the camera, guys.
Hold on. I'm trying to.
Facing camera.
No, I
Get your
trying to
butt.
put my weapon away.
Whose butt is literally in front of the camera? Okay, there we are.
It's blub.
Okay, Blub, get over here. Get over here.
Oh, I found it. Found a way to put the. My key was U.
Yeah.
You put the key away.
Yeah. All right. Mechan, you can. We won't bite you. Just come over here. There you go. There you go. We want. Okay, not behind us. I can't see you. What do you?
Where do you want me?
Next to me. Next to me.
I'm next to Mars.
Come next to me.
All
All right.
there we
We're
go.
the stars of
That's
the
good.
show, eh? There we go.
All right.
There we go. Oh, and we got the skimmer in the background.
There we go.
Look at that. That's wonderful. That's fantastic. Oh, this is great. Okay, so now this is usually the part where at any moment Barefoot double crosses one of us. We don't know when that's going to be. But I'd put your shields on.
Everybody's shields are
Everybody's shields are on. Oh my god! It's happened! Okay, every person for themselves. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, watch out.
Oh.
There we go.
All right.
Shasso.
Are we really doing this? I guess we're doing this.
It's happening.
Okay.
Somebody's killed Shasso. There you go. No. Oh no.
Someone killed me.
It was Barefoot.
Guest
Nice job.
victory.
How dare
You
you?
get double points for
Well
guests.
I
Oh,
avenged
no.
I avenged your death, Mechan. I vanquished them. I told you. He's
Good.
I'm sorry,
Thank you.
Megan.
he's a
No.
slippery one. Okay, I got disemboweled.
Now I understand why you told me to come in an Artemis, though.
Yeah, you need to fly.
I was only in an Artemis as well.
No, because you didn't want me there on a G5 Dominator. That's why you called me to come in an Artemis.
No, I'm in an Artemis.
What?
I'm cheesing it. I see. If you're an Artemis, we all run around with rockets. As soon as you touch the ground, you're dead.
I had no rockets in that one. I wasn't expecting a fight.
You of all people should have expected a fight.
I mean, I should have done, but no. And now I'm in jail with Blub.
Okay, I've won.
Mars and crew, I will need to head out at this
Alright.
point, but thank you very much for the
Yeah.
Biodome experience. It was a lot of fun. It was
Yeah.
great to see. Like
Yeah.
my first time in a Biodome, as I mentioned, I didn't even know what it was.
And your first
So
time
today I
dying
learned
in one
something.
too.
So,
So
thank you.
there's
Yeah.
that too. You can
Right.
put that on your bucket list.
It definitely goes on the bucket list. Thanks again for the opportunity to be on stream. I had tons of fun, and glory to Mechan, as we say.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for coming, and we appreciate all the help, and we'll definitely put it to good use. I promise we won't immediately die the next time I go there with no shields.
Sounds great. Try it out. Have a good one, guys.
Okay, you
Bye.
too. Have a
Bye-bye.
good
See you
one.
later, man.
Bye.
Bye. What a nice guy.
He's still here.
Now he's gone.
No, and I see. Oh wait, he's still talking because it's in the stream thing. Yeah, he's a great guy, huh?
Yeah.
Hey Stu, I'm out of bullets. Do you want to fight with your fisticuffs? Okay, never mind. Here's a grenade. Eat this.
I just realised I'm the first person to ever kill Mechan in a biodome.
Oh, you could have gone after me.
I went after you, and then you went all elusive, and I couldn't find you again, and he was just like right there in front of me, and it was just, he was there, you know?
Okay. All right. So I think we'll just continue this fight until somebody is no longer. Stu has like a ribbon of life left. Okay. I'm out of bullets. I think I've killed him. Okay, I did it. All right. 07 to Mechan. Give a like if you like this stream. If you like seeing. Also want to give a good thanks to our good friend John Targan for helping me come up with the idea of being brave enough to invite Commander Mechan to our stream. John, thank you so much. I probably mispronounced your last name. Okay, I'm still here, by the way.
I'm headed back.
Okay, I need to get more bullets. Rules to Biodome is only death can happen inside Biodome. So if you're outside of Biodome, it's like neutral zone.
Let me guess, you're heading outside of the biodome right now as you say that.
I have no bullets. Okay, I'm going towards my car. This is why we bring car.
Uh-huh.
There, it's so funny he was able to get in before I was able to get in. I couldn't figure out how. There we go. All right. So, did you learn anything? I think I definitely learned about the being able to repair your gauze weapons or your guardian weapons just to 5% after they've been knocked out.
Yeah,
That's brand new information.
I'm not saying that I am definitely going to do this all the time, but I am definitely going to try a shieldless build.
Yeah, me too. When you said that, I was like agreeing with you, and I was gonna like jump on you and be like, "Oh, that's why you don't do it." But no, I was like, oh, "Okay, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that too." And then another thing, I wish we had more time, but he was actually really busy today, and he really took out time from his day to join us. But I wanted to show him the thing that Disemboweled recommended, which was just run around with the multi-cannons and just take out all the scouts. But it would also include doing what what he says not to do, which was provoke the Orthruses. But it's handy to have. What like what we're talking about. We're discussing the role. What is the role of the Python if it's so squishy? What is the role of it in those instances, right? And I think it's just that it's that cleanup of all that scout trash, and then everybody in the correct ships, does the actual damage, and then since you're
I
helping
agree.
out,
It would speed things up no end if you didn't have to wait around for the shields, and you just because to be honest, I normally do it anyway. I just go in and start shooting at them. It's quicker overall, but yeah, it does make a mess with the scouts. So if you had someone there in a Mark II just dedicated to doing that, and then they just get a hit on the Orthrus just so they get paid.
yeah, just get that
Yeah,
hit
that
on
would be awesome.
Orthrus, and then bish bash bosh, Bob's your uncle. Do they say that in England?
They do.
Or do they say Tom's your uncle?
No, Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle. Yeah. I think
I used to have an Uncle Bob as well.
Yeah? Do I have an Uncle Bob? No. There is somebody named Robert in my family who goes by Bob, but I don't remember who he is.
Okay, I am just about to hit glide.
Oh, this is
I'll
lovely.
be
What a lovely
killing
place.
you soon.
You can't kill me.
You say that.
I can't believe you murdered him.
He was there. Yeah, he was just. I turned around. He was like right in front of me with his back to me, and I had a tormentor in my hand. What else could I possibly have done?
You could have turned around and seen that disemboweled was right behind you.
I mean, yeah, but then I wouldn't have been the first person to ever kill Mechan in a biodome.
No, that I see. I found a great hiding place, by the way. You'll never find me.
Really? Where's your hiding place?
I can't. I'm not telling you. Hey, wait a second.
I thought you might fall for it because you wanted to brag.
Wait a second. You guys are looking. You guys are.
Oh, I see. I see. Where
I'm
it
not
is. Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's not
Okay.
where I am. You don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not in that one. I'm in this one here.
Right. Oh, all right then. I won't shoot at that one. I'll shoot at the other one. Definitely. Yeah.
All right. PFVD says Bob is my uncle. So.
Yes.
All right.
You're gonna spawn, can't be the second I walk in here, aren't you?
No, I'll give you a fighting chance. I'm a sporting pal. I don't shoot people just because I can, you know. It's not- I don't run that way. I don't run that way. You know what? Actually, people coming in have a bit of an advantage because they can see my feet before I can see them. Because if you're coming in through the bushes, you'll be able to see the people before the other way around. Here, look at me.
Oh, there's a bunch of people in here.
Let me show you. See? Oh wait. Has it happened where like since I'm the only one who survived, all you guys are in an instance with yourselves?
I mean, I'm winged with you, so I would imagine you're here.
Okay, I see you. Oh god.
You see that?
I did.
Is that what you saw?
I saw it as it was coming at me. I looked at I was looking at the compass and I saw his little plus sign. I was like, okay, then he's over there. And I said, I see you. And as I looked where he was coming from, what had happened? I saw a rocket launcher and I tried to jump. I should have put shields on. Is what I should have done.
You should probably have put shields on. Yeah, that was literally a one-hit kill.
Yeah.
What were you saying about I can't kill you again? I can't quite remember what it was you said.
I don't remember either. I don't remember saying that. That doesn't sound
All
like,
right.
that doesn't sound like me. It sounds like fake news.
You're in jail now.
I'm in jail. I'm in jail. Why am I in jail? What did I do?
Well, you killed me for a start.
How come these doors don't open? There we go. Okay, Shaso's here. Oh, okay, so that's what I was gonna say before. Look at this. I'm in jail, right?
Yeah.
Transfer to location, right? It says 9 minutes. Okay? Right?
Oh, can you just spawn it there?
So, with pre-built ships, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. Pre-built ships, no matter where they are, you can sell them and then deploy them where you are immediately. So like, let's take an example, the DBX. I would get the DBX because like it's a nice little exploration ship. But I wouldn't change anything in it. The only thing I would want, it's like my personal Uber. I would just go to it. You go to the thing and you say sell the ship, and it says okay, you can sell your ship, but then you can redeploy it wherever you want. So if you have anything engineered in it, don't. By the way, don't engineer anything in those things, because if you take those anything engineered that came with the ship, it can't be stored. So yeah, does that make sense? It's an instant out from wherever you are. Speaking of instant out, do you want to come pick me up? Because I
can come pick you up.
All right, come pick me up.
Okay.
Because it's gonna take my
I thought you were just saying you can just redeploy your ship there and instantly have it.
If we were in the beta, yeah, but I can't do it here. I'm in like regular.
Oh
like,
yeah. I forgot you don't have it here, do you? You're mere mortal like us. Like, Blub says he's still there. He can bring you if you want.
All right, do that, Blub. Let me get you on the team here. Oh, wait.
There's an orca ramming my ship. Who is that? Who's ramming my poor asp?
Shaso. Shaso, I saw your elevator came up first, so I'm coming into in your ship. Ooh, it's a one of these things.
There's an orca. It was just like ramming into my asp repeatedly on the ground, so I sent it away, and now the orca's literally chasing it.
Was it a person or was it an actual orca running around?
I don't know. It must have been a person, because it was like...
Shaso, engage!
I don't know who it was, but yeah.
I'm inside, Shaso. Let's go. Vamoosh.
Oh, it was Logan.
Classic Logan.
I love the way he chased it into orbit, man.
He was determined to get it. Alright, Chasso.
Hey, Logan.
We gotta stick together. When we get down there, we need to watch out for treachery. And you spelled treachery B-A-R-E-F-F-O-T.
F-F-O-T. You almost spelt it right. You were so close.
What did I said two F's.
You put double F, single O, you said.
Okay, well, as you can see, I can't spell treachery, so you don't have to worry about that from me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American education system.
Hey, you know what? I see you're not speaking German, huh? You gotta thank us for something.
I mean, we had that. You know, it would have been fine.
Sure. What is Spliff LF1? What is that? What is everybody targeting?
I don't know.
Whoa! All right, I guess we're just one jump away.
Yeah.
We're coming in. Yeah, guys, if you want to see more of Commander Mechan, go ahead. A link to his channel is in the description, and not only that, a link to his pre-review of the Python Mark II. It's all spreadsheets, but I thought I was gonna watch it. I thought I was gonna skim through it because it was like over 20 minutes long. And I can't do that. I did. I watched the whole thing, and it was really great.
You watched a video that was more than 5 minutes long.
I managed it somehow.
That's impressive.
Yeah, well, it's more to speak of his way of explaining things than it does my attention span.
That's good.
Yeah. Go. I can't turn off orbit lines from the passenger seat.
Well, as it's part of the HUD, I guess it's like pilot's preference.
Yeah. But you know how you could do it in... See, there we go. See, I can do it in No. And external also. See? If you look at it there, it's there. Oh. I don't know if that says anything about stuff, but there we are. What about doing it with the hotkey? Yeah, I'm doing it with the hotkey.
Don't burn yourself.
You know, in that last, when we were at the Spires, I was really happy I was able to get off those ECMs. Those are pretty good. And then I was able to neutralize the field thing, but the thing is, I was pressing that, but since the since the button for field neutralizer and ECMs are the same button, I had to choose one. So I got hit by the Banshee missiles. But I think that was a better choice than to have been hit by the
Yes, definitely.
neutralizer.
Hey, did you know?
Huh.
Right. One of us is about to be embarrassed, I think. Not like right this minute, but in the coming days or weeks.
Why?
Logan's working on another something that he won't tell us about, but it involves looking through the streams.
Well, so far it's been a lovely tribute to the good old Mars Zero. So
And his complete honesty, yeah, I've seen.
I think it's good. Hey, how come we're not slowing down? Okay, there we go.
He's gone for a barefoot maneuver.
There we go. Oh dear, pips with the shields. There we go. Very good, very good. All right, Chester. Like I said, we watch out for treachery. Okay. All right. We see where Barefoot is. We're not gonna stoop to his level.
When he says watch out for treachery, that means he's about to shoot you in the back when you get out the ship, even though
I need help.
you brought him here.
I need help. Okay.
At least you admit it.
Okay, we need help. Take this man out. All right. Wait, get a little bit closer. We're kind of far away. Not to be a backseat driver, because I'm not. I'm right next to you. But we could do with getting a little bit closer. Okay, there we are. All right. Let's try not to get immediately murdered. But it's gonna be hard. Okay, look, he's already trying to shoot at us.
What are you talking about?
Who is that? Disemboweled. Alright. What is going on with this ship? Okay, you managed to land. Alright, okay, I'm inside now. I'm ready to rumble.
By all means, rumble.
Rumble. Is there a certain wall where you can get in easier than others?
I mean, they all seem to be very easy for me.
I think they're all the same, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I almost went in. Okay, watch out. That one's locked. There we go. Okay, watch out, disemboweled. Mr. Treachery is over there.
You said you were in?
No, I went out to help disemboweled.
Uh-huh.
Logan, watch out. Put your shields on, Logan. There's a madman with a rocket launcher with low ammo about. Don't worry about the man with the rocket launcher. Beware of the man with the rocket launcher with just one bullet.
I mean, that's all I needed last time, you know?
That's as the old saying goes. But anyways, I found that out about pre-built ships, that you could just like spawn them anywhere. And I thought, oh, what a useful little thing.
Oh no, I thought this was Mars, it's not. I picked the fight I didn't want. I thought I was shooting at you, it wasn't, it was disemboweled. It didn't end well for me.
No. You're lucky it was him. I would have murdered you much sooner.
I mean, and yet you didn't, you know?
Well, I can't get in the door. Okay?
You're still stuck outside.
I think Commander Mechan took my key. Oh no, now I'm in. Alright. Oh no, I have the wrong setup. Okay, this thing here. Okay. Oh, this is about. I'm gonna be shooting at you. See, I announce it.
I mean, probably not the best tactic, but okay. You know, right now, Mechan's all like, that Mars Europe telling me to come in an armor suit and then opening fire and instigating battles just to make me look bad.
You did that. That was your doing.
Oh, wow. I see what you did there,
I
Mars.
spared him.
Okay. Okay.
I spared him.
Well, I didn't shoot at him straight away.
Oh, what happened? What? Why does that just fizzle out?
Add reaction videos. You can't lie on stream like that. Who's lying? About what? Is it Mars? Mars lies.
I don't lie. Whenever I lie, I eventually tell the truth.
Well, this is true.
I'm so impressed with myself for having gotten away with a lie. I have to tell people. Did you hear what I said? It turns out being in the middle here, I can't see anybody shooting at me.
Yep.
So it's a bad idea.
It very much is.
Okay, I'm going over here. Okay, now I can see. I can't see anything. Okay. I know Disembowel is still here. But I don't. There he is!
And then when you do your jumping thing, you can
He has
lose.
he has no weapons.
Yeah, you can use vision jumping as well. Also,
Oh! I went to.
that serves you right.
I
that
went-
serves you right.
I went to. Okay, look how noble
I saw
I
what you
am.
did.
I saw he had no weapons, so I took out my zippity zap and I went to zippy zap him, and then he took out his pistol and he murdered me.
I mean, yeah. What were you expecting?
I was expecting him to continue to have no weapons, and I would just zap him, and then
Oh no.
stand over his body victorious in my zappage.
So you know you were accusing me of treachery earlier.
Ban reaction videos. Giraffe about helping Disemboweled when he wasn't in. When he said, "Oh yeah, that's right, I did lie about that."
Well, see,
That was.
I knew it'd be you.
That's not so much a lie as it is a
Here comes
diversion.
a second lie.
Diversion. And as you can see, it didn't help Disembowel. I mean, it didn't help Barefoot. In fact, it helped Disemboweled because he Barefoot let down his guard because he thought he was attacking a lesser foe than he, but he did not. As evidenced by me being killed by the same guy.
I wholeheartedly agree with that statement, especially the part where you admitted that you are a lesser foe than me. Thank you.
Mike Hawk says, "I miss Sparks."
We all miss Sparks.
We're all like, "Oh, we're having so much fun," and then he's like, "I don't. All you guys are dumb." Let's see here. I'm coming. All right, this is it. You're done.
Yeah, that's the third time you've said that. And
Hey,
how many times have you killed me so far? That would be
once, and the only time it mattered.
None.
When we mean none.
Oh no, you did when Mechan was there. Yeah.
Yeah, and it avenged
Okay.
his death. I am a noble. Who's this? Foster. Foster 77. What is Foster? Foster 77. Come with me, Sir Foster, and we will vanquish those who seek to destroy the beautiful Biodome. Are you there yet, Barefoot?
I am just hitting glide.
Don't die before
As
I
we
get
speak.
there.
I won't die.
Okay. You're going in there. Make sure your shields are on when you get out of your ship. Cause you can't shoot. Oh no, never mind. I think you're fine. Cause I was gonna say, you can't shoot into the Biodome, but I think you can shoot out. But I think you tried that and it didn't work. But
Yeah.
if it's
Let's
a
go with
ship,
that.
if it's a ship, you can't shoot out. You can shoot out. Oh, see what I mean? Look at this. It's 482 light seconds away. I'd be there by now if it was in the Python Mark II. I'm pressing boost. I know it doesn't do anything, but I'm pressing it.
Spoiled streamers.
I'm so spoiled. It literally is. It's like finding out you can run. But I will agree. It's kind of it's kind of a wild ride in anything other than a Mark II. Alright, Barefoot's getting on foot. Put your shields on. Barefoot and Shasso are in there.
I mean, disemboweled.
Disemboweled and Shasso, yeah. You know, I was kind of happy because like I thought, oh, Disemboweled changed his name. I'll just call him D. I'll just call him D. It's so much easier to remember. But no, I just had my Discord streamer thing on. But I was confused because your name was the full name, but his name was D.
My name was the full name.
Yeah, yours wasn't truncated.
Ah.
And somebody
weird.
else wasn't truncated too, but I forget who it was. Sparks wasn't Ghost Giraffe. We are all Ghost Giraffe. All of us, viewers and non-viewers, as in like us in the game.
Non-viewers. Just that
Whether
random
you-
guy in the street. He
He's
is Ghost Giraffe. Did you lock this when you left?
No, I think Disemboweled took the keys when I died.
Nah, that's fine. I've done it now.
All right. Okay, no shooting people trying to get in. But do announce when you're ready to be shot at.
I'm ready to be shot at.
Okay. But don't die yet, because I have to kill you. Oh man, I'm gonna kill you. It's gonna be great.
You sounded so like serial killer excited then. Oh man, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you so bad.
It's gonna be fantastic. Oh boy, I hope nobody gets in my way, because I have to kill them too. Okay. Okay, let's go in here. I did some gardening today. We got some plants and we put them into pots. And I haven't been out in the garden in forever, right? And I put my knee down, and then just for like a second to put a plant into a pot, and now my knee hurts. I've got a boo-boo on my knee because I did one little planty thing.
Oh, that's getting old, that mate.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, Disemboweled family.
No, run. Stand your ground. Ooh, shields are going down.
Stand be ground, I'll run.
Okay, I'm landing. Somebody's trying to mate with your
That'll be Logan again, I bet you.
he's in one of those ships. You know? Those dolphins. Sparks was the brains of the channel. I'll tell him you said that. He'll appreciate it.
Disembowled's just trying to melee kill me.
Oh my
he
God.
has no fear of me whatsoever.
Oh my god! It's done!
Thank you, Logan.
Oh, Logan. Okay, you reminded me of something, Logan. I've now dismissed my ship.
Why won't Disemboweled die? He's like invincible.
He learned a thing or two from good old Mars Europe. Alright. Here we go. Barefoot, your shields are almost down. Don't get killed. I'm coming in.
I'm doing my best.
Oh, you did it.
He was literally invincibly just flying around at me. He wasn't even trying to kill me. Now Blub's trying to kill me.
Which one are you? Okay, I'll save your life.
I don't need you to save my life. I can kill Blub.
No, you can't. I got him.
Blub is no match for me, and he knows it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what the replay is gonna show.
Uh-huh.
I see you, Blub.
There we go. That must be the end of Blub right there.
Oh
surely.
no, my vision's going. My SRV exploded and my vision left. Oh no.
That's so unfortunate, Mars.
My vision's
Whatever will you
gone.
do?
I don't know. I can't see you. I can't see.
I won't take advantage of your blindness. It's fine.
Hold on. You're in front of me somewhere. If I do this.
Uh-huh.
No, you're over here.
Yeah, throw that grenade. Go on. That'll save you.
Actually, so if I do this,
Uh-huh.
I do that. Would that save me? Am I dead? I'm dead now.
Yes. Yes, you're dead.
Well, you won a hollow victory. You fought against Daredevil and succeeded. Congratulations.
I mean, a hollow victory is still a victory.
You can stuff your pride all inside of that hollow victory. There you go.
You see, the worst part is, though, thanks to Logan, I'm now trapped here.
Why are you oh yeah, you are trapped there. Serves you
Yeah.
right. Serves you right. Logan, you foresaw what was to be a just end to a villain known as Barefoot Games 101. Hello, Shaso. See, we both
Worst part is,
we all got
I sent it
bamboozled by
away.
that guy. Can you believe it?
I sent my ship away as well, and it must have just ignored me.
Okay. All right, ship. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. And we'll see you guys. See you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you, Barefoot.
Thank you.
Isabel,
Bye.
Chasso. Who's this here?
Logan just said I'd give you a lift,
Logan?
but I haven't got a spare seat.
John. Thank you so much, John. Logan. Bye.
Bye.
All right, and we're out.